All right, so we're here with Lapis, Lauri. So
Hey, Soap, how are you tonight? What's going on?
doing well. So hey, you've done a lot of building around here, yeah?
I've done one or two things. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, a few
yeah,
things.
yeah.
Small things, very small.
Small things, yeah.
Very small things.
So
So, I guess the first thing that people see when they come in is this giant iron farm.
yeah,
Um, the thing is that there was a lovely iron farm here. The Towers by Daniel Coates was the design, and Teal Lone Wolf and Drax actually built the iron farm the first few weeks of the server. But since this was natural spawn, I wanted it to be really nice.
yeah.
So I spent quite a bit of time making iron blocks. That's
And
exactly what I did.
you mined all of those, didn't you? You went caving and
Yes,
yeah,
decades of mining.
yeah,
Yeah, no, I used the iron farm for
yeah,
every bit of
yeah.
it. All the
The
delicious iron.
I like that iron farm design. I built one of those. It's not for the faint of heart.
It is really technical savvy type stuff, and I'm so glad
Yeah,
someone else made it besides me. That's
yeah,
all I can say. But I just put like a wall around it because I wanted it to look nice. Since we were going with the central city kind of theme,
yeah.
I wanted it to be like the mecca of industry. So it is Iron Incorporated, I guess. Is I've never really put a name on it, but Iron Incorporated works.
Just the
And
iron towers, the spawn towers. I'm gonna get rid of the nighttime here.
okay.
This one bed sleep system is great.
I love it, especially for a server like ours where everybody's always doing something and they don't want to die. And
Yeah.
then Snow Crash, when he first came on, made this 5 by 5 door for us, which was very nice. Because, I hire out my redstone.
Yeah, this is it's a neat mechanic.
It
I
is
really like that.
really cool, and he was very kind to do that for us. We thank him every time I step on the pressure plates. There's a
Hmm.
few basic stuff here, there's a nether wart, there's vines, there's a cactus farm, there's
Yeah.
cows, there's iron, there's a slime farm in the back. So you get a bunch of the basic whoop-de-doo stuff here. But yeah, I've actually, the more I look at that, I'm like, okay, I still got things to do. I've still got to add glowstone to the walls. I'm seeing places that aren't lit up. I'm like, oh, I've got more to do. So I'll probably come out here one day and finish that. Sure,
Okay.
I'll get right on that.
Well, I've been hanging out over at the witch farm doing some mining and caving over there, so that should be getting more efficient here soon.
That'd be great.
So
It's
yeah, that
probably
should help.
needed a little TLC. So of this surrounding area back here, there's a stable for people who ride up from faraway places can house their horses while they visit the iron farm if they want in safety.
Okay.
Um, Chicken farm was here before me.
AFC. Okay.
I got them built around it.
It's uh it's working
It
quite
is.
well.
It's very loud.
It was very useful the first time I logged in.
Absolutely. People don't want
Didn't
to
have to
starve.
go. Yeah, didn't have to worry about any of that.
And a progression of this, I guess we'll try to do it just, I guess, in groups of where we're at. I don't know about timeline, but um, from up here you can kind of see I built a yacht club, which I still have to do some interior work on. The red building over here is actually the yacht club where
Okay.
there is a launching for boat system that Wooly did for me on the dock. That if you step on a pressure plate, then a boat should come out, but it could be kind of out of inventory because we used it pretty heavily during our
Well, there's
tours.
one in.
Hmm. And then you can ride the boat and in here, and it will actually shoot. It's supposed to shoot an arrow, and there's this ink sac that came out. That's hilarious. All the
That's
inks,
like
all the
it's
squids that have died
yeah,
and gotten collected in the hopper system,
it's
drop,
awesome.
drop their stuff. Oh, that's nice.
But
Whoops.
there's some boats over here.
Yeah. And then, as part of this whole idea of overland travel, there was kind of a natural creek that kind of went over this way, but I had to build it in some. And what I did is I just built a canal. I thought, okay, if we're going to do overland travel, water is part of that. Because we wanted to build a guardian farm, of course.
Yep.
So we did that. I won't go to the guardian farm tonight
No,
because it
no, no,
is
no.
really laggy and tends to kill our server.
Yeah.
And I need to look into why. I just need to spend a day or two doing that.
Well, I've got a few ideas on that. It, uh, but right now it doesn't seem to be working.
It's because I turned it off, I think.
Well, like the water, it doesn't turn all the way off. So I think
I think some
we got some
redstone got
infinite
damaged.
water
Yeah.
sources there.
I'm
So
gonna hop out of here. Look at all these bones. Someone's dropped them here on purpose. Just dropped them. Floating around. Entities.
wow.
We'll pop them into this. Because no way there's somebody dropped 5 bones. No skeleton did that. So this is Seaal Bay. The idea was that when people would come in from working out in the ocean, then they would come in and enjoy a leisure time at the bay here and have a time at the Naked Sheep Inn. They could
Okay.
have some beverages, maybe spend the night in a hotel.
Okay.
And then I was going to build a wharf front here, and I just haven't got to that. That's just another project, like wharf shops. You go and there's all the kitschy things you can get, like, I don't know, dried sea stars or something. I don't
Yeah.
know. Just something
Yeah.
that they could get here.
Now I'm going to make a note here. You've used sandstone,
Hmm.
and now I happen to agree with Wooly on sandstone. It's probably one of the worst textured blocks in
I
Minecraft.
use the texture pack that
Uh
he and
huh.
I made, and it
And
looks
I
a whole lot
just
better.
discovered that, and it is amazing. And just have to tell my viewers that yes, I've changed sandstone.
Hmm.
Yes, I'm looking
It's
at it right now, and it's
Yeah, there's like a brick, and
a
then
thing
the
of beauty.
smooth looks so
Yeah,
much better. It
yeah,
looks like limestone, kind of, I guess, is kind of what it's supposed to look like.
yeah, yeah.
So, most
I mean,
definitely.
that's kind of what sandstone turns into, or sand
Hmm.
eventually turns into. So,
Kind of like that.
so yeah.
So, Seacal Bay, it's just kind of a basic apartment buildings. Yeah, I kind of was inspired by um, Monaco. So, if
Okay,
you look at some images from Monaco, there's like large yellowy buildings around a waterway. And that's kind of what I've based it on. Um, just the fact that it was going to be like a multitude of buildings that were kind of wrapped around a water area. So it could still expand and grow and be much
yeah.
more of it. And then we have our vacation homes at Seacal Bay. So if you wanted to come out and have a vacation, you certainly could
Okay,
out there. And I see some things off in the distance I'm excited about too. I think Jan's out there doing some fun things. She said she might want to build some things.
okay.
Uh,
We'll not spoil those for her.
we won't go peek at that.
Nope, nope.
So yeah, that's just a basic area. I just wanted to have some buildings. I could come back and do interior design, or if some interior designer wanted to jump right on that, they certainly could.
Okay. Well, I mean, I'm gonna be trying my hand at my own house, which I've already shown you.
Hmm.
Um, but maybe I can pop over here at some point.
Yeah,
Can
grab a building or three, whatever you think
I
you want
don't
to
know.
do.
We'll see. We'll see if
All
I
right,
run out of some
all
ideas
right.
there.
And
Um,
oh yeah, go ahead.
then I promised you to show you the initial hut.
Oh yes, your
My
starter hut. I want to see
yeah.
it.
So I might. I don't know if I'll keep this in my video, but we can pop over this way. Do
And
you
then
have Depth Strider?
I do. And have you seen Sea Cow? I hope Sea Cow hasn't gotten
Oh, okay.
demolished.
There is a sea cow.
There was a
I
cow
wasn't
named Sea
sure.
Cow that when I was doing the Guardian farm, every time I would go out and back, there was a cow floating like out here. And it just was for 6 months, literally, was in the water. So I finally name tagged it and I said, all right, you stuck around this long, you're now Sea Cow.
Okay.
And that's where Sea Cow Bay came in. I'm assuming we're floating out this way towards an island. You said something about an
Yep.
island.
You see that torched up
Yeah.
island here,
Mm-hmm.
just in front of Valentine's place, and he's probably made a note of it while he's been over here.
Mm-hmm.
And then we've got Astius up there on the hill. But yeah, I wanted to come over here outside of spawn a little bit because I figured that was pretty picked over.
Yeah, probably
And
so.
and here we
Aw.
go. It's
Oh, first hidey hole.
yeah, yeah. It's
It's so
there's not
adorable.
much. There's not much, but
Got all the goodness that you could ever need. Now this is what I call a starter hut. Good job. Quite
well, there we go.
literally.
And it's marked for posterity's sake. So there we go.
It looks great.
And where are we now?
This is the town hall. It's kind of like the Justice League town hall for Hypermine, I guess. I kind of had inspiration from the Justice League comic book type of building where they had like the big water reflecting pools in front and kind of a big arched building. I
Okay.
don't know, it's just one of those things that
Yeah.
you find inspiration where you can.
Yeah.
So it's got a big arched entrance, and at the roof of this actually looks like a pickaxe. If you look the front of it, the glass at the ceiling is a pickaxe shape, which is the
Okay.
Hypermine symbol, sort of. And I hope that people, when they get banners, will go ahead and place a banner up on one of the arches in various places. I think would look cool, so all the members would have a banner up.
Yeah, I still haven't really nailed one down.
Hmm,
1.8 has been around for how long? And
a while. Yeah, a little while.
yeah, I mean,
At least like almost a year.
yeah,
So you might think about working on that. Find one that you like. Might be
yeah,
cool.
I put together one on previous server, and I don't know, it was mostly just the Brazil flag with different colors.
Oh,
So
all right.
I like Brazil. I mean, and been there a couple times, so.
Mm-hmm. That's all good. And these are woolly vaders that go up to the top. There is a
Oh,
seating
where'd
area
you
where
go?
we can
There.
hold legal battles or whatever, meet
Uh,
out the justice in the Justice League, I guess. Um, and I fixed this a couple times, and things just keep happening here, and I want to know
something
why.
wrong?
Something keeps moving it, and I keep trying to figure it out. I can't figure out why. You know what I mean? It's like not doing what it's supposed to. I don't know. We'll see. It needs to be a melon, and the melons keep breaking.
Huh?
Anywho, I'll
Solar side
bring your
work?
cart down
Yeah.
and ride it back up because I fixed it 2 or 3 times and it just keeps breaking. I'm wondering if there's bad guys that are spawning down there creating problems. Dun, 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 dun,
So
dun.
has justice ever been meted out upon anyone?
The only justice that was meted was the last round of beginners. There was an accidental death.
Oh,
We accidentally killed Phineas on his first day.
oh, well, I'll consider myself fairly
I
lucky
felt
then.
really bad for Finn for about 2 minutes, and then we all laughed because we're evil people like that. I guess I don't know. And from here, this in the basement is the universal portal for town where everybody can go and um, get into the Nether. Is the word I'm looking for. You can kind of see a lot of the town from here, which is
Yeah.
cool. You can see a lot of the stuff. You can see the LL Property Management building. If you have a pearl, we'll just hop over there.
Ooh, there we
Plump.
go. Boop.
Pearl hopping is a big thing in my book. I really like it. It goes places. Um, so yeah, LL Property Management came about where everybody else had a business for or a building for their business and I did not. And since I was having to like keep track of who was building what where and they keep asking me, okay, what's commercial, what's residential, what's industrial, I was like, well, I'll just build a business for myself where all the paperwork and deeds can be signed and it would be a fun thing.
Okay.
So
Well, uh,
steampunk came to be.
yeah, I watched you build this one from time to time.
Hmm.
So, but yeah, nothing compares to just walking around it. This is great.
So you get a lobby, and then oops, there's the actual office area where paperwork's signed.
Ooh,
Welcome to
very nice.
L
Wait,
Property Management.
and you're saying that you need help with interior design.
Time, time and
Oh,
effort.
time. Oh,
So
time.
if
Okay.
somebody wanted to say, "Oh, I could just put a kitchen in something one day," just go for it. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So I
Very
mean, I can
nice.
do interior design. I just don't very often. And this is the main living quarters. This is kind of like my home base, really, and storage area and stuff for the. This is the executive suite.
Okay.
Um, and then we have access to the actual steam engine that is on the side of the building, which is here. And then there's a what I call the vent or whatever that goes up, the steam pipe that you can go up there and look at the world too if you really wanted to. You could go see that.
Okay.
You can feel free to explore and see all the things. We have a telescope up here, dedicated to Mr. Martini, one of my good viewers. Um, and I noticed just the other day, it was like literally just yesterday, okay, 3 days ago, maybe. The supports for it, I had it like off by one, so I actually tore it back out and redid it. And I've had this here for a few months. I was like, oh, that's not even. And then you can actually see clear up to the sky if you look through there. The glass goes clear through. So
Oh,
I
very
tried to
nice.
do it true to life, some giant spotter telescope, and then a bigger actual see the moon bodies, which I thought was fun.
Yeah,
So yeah, and it's got little gears and things all over. It's just
yeah. Very
woo.
steampunky.
It is steampunky, and it was my first foray into steampunk, and I thought it turned out pretty well.
Good.
The poor roof, though, I had initially in this dark oak, and with the lightning problems that we have, it burnt to a crisp several times. So part of it is now actually dark brown clay.
Oh, I see that.
Yeah, and it may not be an exact pattern because I actually had to replace it 3 different times. So you're up there and you're like, okay, how does that go again? Which way does it go? Is the orange showing? Am I missing an orange? And I see places where I might be, so we're like, shh, don't tell. We just won't
That's
look at that very intensely.
yeah, and who comes up here that often?
I
Like
do, and
to
I
look
look at
at.
it, and I'm
Oh,
like,
from this side,
oh.
yeah.
Um, yeah, this is the apartment building that I'm working on, and it's going to be a high-rise apartment with commercial buildings in the base.
Okay.
So if you ever go to like a bigger city, a lot of times the bottom floor of a big building will have businesses or small shops, and then up above it will be apartments for a big
Right.
city.
Right.
So naturally, that's kind of what I wanted to do. And when I started digging this, I actually found a skeleton spawner like right here, and it's at ground level.
That's
So
amazing.
I know, and
You don't see that too often.
after so many months of being on the server that no one had found it, I got like 3 name tags, some saddles. I was like, dude, score.
Yeah.
And it was just a matter of clearing it all out. So they're in there. You can hear them tinkering around, making their little
Hmm.
clinky sounds. So this one's a little bit different shape to accommodate the skeleton spawner inside. And it's kind of a work in progress. I'm still working on a transport system to go clear up. And I did a mural and a green space here, so it looks kind of cool. Um,
With some runes on the side.
Ruins. Yeah, with the graffiti of. You want me to tell you what it says? Or should we let him guess?
Galactic. It's the galactic alphabet,
It
right?
is. It is.
From and Minecraft uses that.
It does. And it uses it for all kinds of goodness.
I, I have not actually done the work
Oh, well, I won't
to
tell you. I'm not going to tell
pick
you what it
this
is.
this rune out. So we'll
It's
have to.
pretty easy to figure out if you can. I've got an episode out if you want to go watch like a few snips of that at the end. It's got a big panoramic view. You don't have to watch the whole thing, but it's in
Okay.
there. It's in there. It's a fun thing. So there's a few things I've still got left to pretty up on this base layer, which is like this wall, and there's a few other businesses I have to put in. We've got a coffee shop. Come brew a little coffee. We've got a couple different flavored beans to choose from, and they're going to be seasonal maybe. We'll change them in and out.
Okay.
We got free.
Pumpkin spice latte is coming up.
Oh yeah, this pumpkin spice. All my coffee snobs would be like, not the pumpkin spice.
It's all right. Ooh, Kona. Very good.
Going. I've got a lot of dark roast, and then there was like vanilla bean frappuccino. I had to put a frou-frou in there. I was like, absolutely. I actually like vanilla bean frappuccino.
They're pretty good.
I don't know if I should admit that or not, but I do. And then one of the original suggestions was a milk bar from a viewer called Mukake. So we have the Mukake Milk Bar franchise, trademark. You're free to get a cup of milk anytime you need one. Fresh as best.
Ice. It's great.
So slippery. All the goodness. And then you just put it back in
So,
the dispenser. We recycle all the time. Hilarious. And
all
then we
right.
have Diagon Alley, which is a bookstore that I made.
That's okay. I saw you mention this. I was trying to figure it out. Okay.
And
So,
there's books and things, and there's a full enchanting area here. If you wanted to enchant, you can come over and do some enchanting in Diagon Alley, which I thought was pretty cool. There are books and journals available for sale, just a couple Lapis pieces, and you can do what you want. There's a
nice.
few already enchanted books over here if you were, in the market for that. These are a little top end, though. They're not like everyday enchantments, so they're
Really?
shoppable.
Hmm.
Mostly for aesthetics, but still kind of cool.
Yeah. Very nice. This one I had not seen yet, so there we go.
Yeah, that
Have you done
one's.
an episode on that, or was
I
that
did.
primarily in your stream?
I already did. I
Ki-
did stream it, but then I think I did a wrap up episode for it where I had to do the Diagon Alley banners and stick them in. And then we're going to have an antique shop and a clothing store is going to be our next things that we put in here, but we haven't built them yet. Soon.
Okay,
Soon.
very nice.
Um, and I don't have the apartments finished, but there are like 4 million iron doors. Okay, a lot of iron doors up there that drove
Well, it
me
was
nuts.
1,000 on your
I think
last
it
episode.
grew. I
It's
think
like
there's
it's a
more.
this is like a fishing tail here.
It gets bigger all the time.
Yeah.
So you can go up the stairs or you can take the cart. I think the stairs are quieter for me, but um and this is going to be like a walking lobby that is going to be connected and the stairway that I have here at the end, I'm going to actually put another one at this end of the hall and maybe at that end of the hall too.
Okay.
And I don't know if I'm going to put like a covered atrium. I thought about doing that, like, you know how some of them have like a bubble arch of glass or something. I don't know. We'll see. And then we'll have a walk out to the train station area once we get that installed so that they can come out here and stop and get out to their apartment and all
Yep.
that good
On
stuff.
their way home from the Enderman farm or
Yes, or
town.
working hard at Woolly Corp
Yeah.
or wherever they work.
Yeah.
Or Torbury is actually my only renter. He has rented a place here.
Where'd you
Apartment
go?
A. I rent around the corner. I went around the corner. Just go inside that building right there.
Okay, there we go. Oh, door. Hmm.
Is it missing?
Is that a zombie?
Maybe. Maybe did that.
Zombie. Zombie.
Um, so we got Princess Pignelia, which was a friendly pig. This isn't Josephine, though. Although she
No.
could become the next tree pig, maybe. I don't know. There's, I don't know, there's a couple different layers of the apartment. And this is the most finished one that I have thus far. So there's a lot of decorating that still needs to go on. Basically, Torbray has only put a couch in, and I've got to finish out some of the walls on this top floor.
Okay. Now, is this decorated for tenants or by tenants?
I would like the tenants to move their own furniture in.
Okay.
So I
Okay.
will do all the building finishing work for that and the flooring and the ceiling and lighting if I possibly can. And then they can bring in whatever furniture they like.
Okay.
Or if they want it pre-furnished, then they'd have to work out an additional deal for me, I guess.
Ah.
So these are all just vacant at this point. There's nothing to them. They're just open. So there you have it. A little bit of balcony walkout. It still kind of needs some work, but I feel like it took forever to do that.
You've been working on this for a while, yeah?
Yeah.
It's been
In
ongoing.
survival, you're just like, okay, now I have to go get like some more prismarine, or now I'm out of uh, andesite, or oh my gosh, I got to cook up a whole stack of
Oh, yeah,
something.
andesite.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so this is why
Mm-hmm.
you have a bunch of it.
Yeah. And I'm gonna pearl
Okay.
down here. And if you want a stack, there is some in this chest right here. If you want some, the top one up above, feel free to grab a couple stacks of that.
Wow.
I've got plenty.
Okay, yeah. There we go.
Yeah. So that's this one.
Okay, very nice.
So this is my townhome. This is actually built after a real architectural building. I have a cousin in Seattle who's an architect. He has his own firm. And so he keeps posting these cool modern houses, and I was like, I'm totally going to build your house. He's like, what? I was like, yeah, I'm building it in Minecraft. He's like, okay. So I don't think he believed me, but I totally did it. So it's
Awesome.
loosely based on his design. There's a few things that I altered, of course, but it's got many, many doors. It's the house of many doors. There's one, two, three, four, five, couple 20 doors.
Okay.
This is the main area where I come in, although that's not the front door. This is like a kind of an opening lounge area, and I've got storage. I've still got to build a kitchen, unless you want to consider like storage the kitchen. I don't know.
Well, it's like the pantry.
I hear a spider. He's outside. I'm
That's a
gonna
good
have to
place.
get rid of that spider because he's gonna be too noisy.
You
Come here, bud.
might taking care.
Be seeing
There we
him.
go.
Had to call exterminator for that
Okay.
infestation. And then we have the upstairs living quarters, which is just basically my bed.
And magic.
I got out before it got light.
Oh, okay.
I just wanted to reset my spawn to someplace closer. And I thought about putting a kitchen right here, actually. I thought it would be nice to have like a welcoming kitchen. Like if people come into the front door, it'd be like, oh, look, there's the kitchen. Um,
That could work.
balconies. Oh, you can see all the things. You just see the top of the cow farm that I got over on that mountain over there. That's about it. That is also a beefalo farm. If you need beefalo, you can come get some there.
Oh, up there. Okay, I
hmm
see.
Across the way, there's cows, and there's a little bit of a wheat farm that you can get some wheat. And the top layer up here is basically just my Patreon haul that I honor my Patreons with.
Okay.
And at the time, the Prismarine was the most rare block that we could find because we didn't have the Guardian farm up and running. I was like, okay, well, I'm going to do the most rare thing I could to honor my Patreons, and that's where we ended up.
I recognize some of these names. Mastodon there. Angel 73. There we go. Ozzy. Google. Torbury.
There's a
Good.
few. Each of these people helped me on my way,
Yeah.
and I'm hoping to fill the entire building if I can. We'll see how it rolls. I just reached the level of patronage that I can have a vanilla server for my patrons.
Okay.
So I'm super excited about that too. Super excited. Oh, we
We're
have a basement. I forgot about
getting
that.
that planned up here soon.
Mm-hmm. So I've got
Okay.
smelters and enchanting area down here in the basement. And then also just a very remedial cactus farm and chicken cooker. There's like a 3x3 chicken cooker over here.
These things are amazing.
I know, and it's full. It's full. So it's been a while since I've been down here. So grab yourself some chicken if you want some. Feel free. And this is probably full of cactus as well. So everything that pops off now is wasted. The only other cool thing that I've worked on that I don't know if you've seen is there's actually a sewer system to Hypermine.
Oh.
And I have the
Really?
only working sewer, so I have the cleanest house in town.
Oh,
This
well.
is my outlet that actually hooks up to the sewer drainage
Hmm.
that goes.
You've thrown down the gauntlet
I
here.
know.
Okay.
So I've hooked mine. This
Okay.
is the proper connection. If you connect to the sewer, and these sewers should run underneath every city road. Literally, will go underneath every city road eventually. So it's just like wherever the road is over above, there's a sewer underneath, or there should be.
So it's at, let's see, this walkway is at 46, and the waterway is at 44. Okay, noted. So, yeah, Contract and I are over in front of a road, and
Yep.
so,
And I don't think the sewer's been extended to your area yet. The civic
no,
works has not been done.
no.
So anybody who has free time and would like to do some, community service, feel free
Mhm.
to dig away. It's a thing. And this actually, if there's this actually heads out underneath the town hall.
Okay,
So if you're brave, you can go adventuring one day and find that. Try to stay out of the water though. You never know what's there. We actually had
yeah.
intentions of maybe putting a guardian down here. How fun would that be to find a guardian in your sewer?
How fun would it be to be the one to bring it over here?
Oh, that would be super entertaining. Dump it into Tick's sewer dump. That would be
Yeah.
hilarious. His water flush. I would laugh the whole time. Oh, that could be a thing.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Wonder how that can happen. Huh. So, other than a little bit of a spleef arena, which I'm sure some of your viewers might see soon. Whoops, I gotta get in here. This is pretty much the totality of all of my small builds on the server.
Small builds. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Look at
just a
that.
few things.
Small builds. Oh, and there's mail. I didn't know about that.
Yeah, you gotta put a mailbox up. Once you establish your house, you should get a mailbox.
Well, it's getting close. The outer shell is up, and we're recording this before that goes out,
Mm-hmm.
but I need some direction from my viewers. Just a reminder to say I've got a little poll. Should we continue that on camera, room by room, or just all at once?
Oh,
So we will
are you
see.
shooting? I'm in F5. I have no idea what you're shooting.
Oh, I'm killing a
I'm like walking
creeper.
backwards,
That's this is not safe.
and it's totally lit up as best as it can be too. That's what's hilarious.
I mean, there's a creeper right here.
Did you kill him?
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Well,
Boom.
there you go. Somebody didn't light up his stuff. We're
Hmm.
gonna scold Snow.
Who,
I blame
who
Snow.
is here?
This is the Snow Estate. Oh, you know what else I did? I actually built this garden for him. I
Uh,
forgot. Because we contracted that out. It was a thing.
okay. So he contracts out landscaping, you contract out redstone. Actually,
Absolutely.
that's a little barter system. It
Yeah,
works.
see, he did a redstone door for me, and I did all this for him. It's
I've done
fine.
that in real life. You know.
Absolutely. It's the
Yeah.
best way to do your things. You can't get along without friends. You can't do it
Yeah.
without friends. So,
Yeah.
Sheldon the snail.
Uh, I see that.
Where did Sheldon go? We're losing all of our famous residents.
Hmm.
I'm
I
concerned.
wonder. I wonder if maybe he left a trail.
Do you
There's a
think?
creeper.
Oh
Oh my
gosh. Well,
goodness.
that's not unusual for Albie's place, to be honest. That creeper's fast too.
He's pegged on me.
He's dead. There's a pig though. Hang on. Time out. Is this our pig?
Oh,
It is not.
he's
Now I
got
want to know.
zombies hanging out.
Yeah, he's got the most dangerous houses. He always does. Just accept it that if you come here, there will be bad guys.
Okay. So he doesn't light up his stuff either.
Mm-mm.
Okay.
And they
No.
explode a lot. So for my viewers, if you have not seen Soap's work before, please, please, please stop by his channel, tell him I sent you, and give him a like and a thumbs up, and see some of the cool stuff that he's been working on. He just started here in Hypermine. He's got a few episodes under his belt. Definitely go see his stuff. He's
Thank you.
super entertaining. Do-do-do-do.
And, yeah, still right now it's been getting some resources going, but the builds start in earnest
Yay! Well, and I just
tomorrow.
saw what you were building on, and I can't wait to see it, your episode. It's gonna look marvelous. Just saying.
I'm pretty excited about it. I can't say that I really enjoy modern in real life,
Mm-hmm.
but namely because the rain gathering on flat roofs and all that just not my cup of tea. But
Not
it
me
looks
either.
really good in
It
Minecraft,
looks
so
great in Minecraft. It's amazing.
looks really well. So anyway, thank you very much,
You're
Miss Lapis Lauri,
you're
for
very welcome.
the tour, and yeah, there we go. So go check out Lapis Lauri's channel and see what build she gets into next.
I can't wait to start something new that's not green. That's all I'm saying.